Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Cartwright again. Yesterday you learned what a tessellation is, and hopefully you were able to create at least one tessellation on Mathagon and then post it for your teacher to see. Today we're going to be looking a little bit further into how we find tessellations all around us in nature, which, like I was saying yesterday, is one of the things that I think is so great about this topic in math, is that it's so easy to see the connection between mathematics and the world around us. So let's go through a few of these slides, and then I will give you your assignment for today. So as you can see here, and this is so cool because you can't really tell when you're looking further away, but the scales of a lizard are tessellated hexagons. So right here, you see how all of these hexagons line up perfectly. And like we talked about yesterday, they do not overlap and there are no gaps between the spaces, which is so cool. We can also see tessellations on this turtle shell and on this leaf. And some of these, as you can tell, are slightly more complicated than the tessellations that we created yesterday with regular polygons. One of the places that you can often find tessellations is in architecture. And here you can see in the brickwork on this church, there are two separate tessellating patterns. You have the brickwork up here that is just rectangles, and then here you have a combination of rectangles and then squares in the middle that tessellates over and over to make this church look so much more beautiful and fun to look at. This is one of my absolute favorites because I've been here. When I was in college, I studied in Spain for a year, and this is an architectural masterpiece. It's absolutely amazing. But if you look really closely into these pictures, you can see how tessellated designs are such a major part of the design of Alhambra Palace in Granada. Tessellations also show up in artwork. And this one is by M.C. Escher, and this is called 1936 Squirrels. And you can see how he has the design of these squirrels tessellating throughout his piece of artwork. And same here with the lions. Very cool. And you can see here it flip-flops a little bit. So like the lion's head is here, over here. And we'll get into this a little bit more later in the week of the different types of tessellations, or different ways that you can tessellate shapes, rather. So today you guys are going to be going on a scavenger hunt to look for tessellations in your homes or outside of your homes if your parents give you permission to leave the house. But I wanted to show you the scavenger hunt that I did. Here you can see that there is a tessellation in my hardwood floor, which I bet a bunch of you have in your houses as well. Here in this photo box, here's another tessellation, and you can see that the shape repeats over and over again throughout the design on the outside of the box. This is, as we discussed yesterday, not a regular tessellation because it is not formed with regular polygons, right? Because remember, a regular polygon cannot have a curved line, but it's still a tessellation. Here, this is my daughter Claire's box of art supplies, and it has a bunch of different tessellating triangles. And then this one I thought was so cool. This is actually one of my son's framed art projects. I framed it because I thought it was so awesome, but he created this at his school in probably 5th grade, I believe. But it is a tessellation that he made at school and then painted all the different tessellated shapes. So today you are going to take a scavenger hunt, and I want you to find at least 3 examples of tessellations. And as I said, you're welcome to search outside, but make sure you have your parents' permission. Take pictures of the tessellations you find, And then post a picture to Seesaw along with a caption or audio recording explaining how you know that the picture that you took is an example of a tessellation. And I hope you enjoy this activity and see all the really cool ways that we can find mathematics in the world around us.